Alright guys, what's up? It's Joe from JLW Games Canada with another cool live stream, guys. We're back in the Silver Dollar City recreation. When we left off here, we were starting the gazebo area on the square. Haven't built the gazebo itself just yet, but we did the little canopy cover over the seating area. And we also did work on the last bit of these restaurants over here, getting the shaping down and a lot of that stuff. And then, of course, now we have Google Street View to reference, which is great, since Silver Dollar City has never had Street View up until now. So it's awesome to see that that we have that. But welcome to the stream, guys. I hope you guys having a wonderful night so far. We're gonna get Street View up here so I can get started. Oh, that is a nighttime shot. That is not what I wanted. I want regular Street View. There we go. Not like a Christmas time, like from something else. There we go. That's what we want. Now you get a really good shot of the gazebo stage. And we'll probably work on that just a little bit. There is a planter that goes around on both sides that we'll also have to do all as well. Recreating Fire in the Hole on Minecraft, nice. I've seen people recreate stuff or create coasters on Minecraft. It's quite interesting. A huge difference, almost no need for extra reference photos. Yeah, there might be just a few that I would have to do, like, for instance, backstage areas and such like that. Or if it doesn't, like, if Street View doesn't capture everything sometimes, once in a blue moon, it doesn't, but for the most part, yes, I won't need to do, like, a crazy amount of references like I've done in the past. I can actually just use Street View now, which is fantastic for me, by the way. Like, I'm so happy that it finally has Street View. I was gonna say, like, a good portion of parks have Street View, so Silver City never did up until now. Oh, this is the perfect piece for this. I knew there was something that I was going to be able to use here. Just got to change the colors here. It's like, I was about to say, I'm like, I feel like there's a piece that would work perfectly here, and I was definitely correct. This piece right here is perfect. Yep, we start our Pumpkins in the City Festival tomorrow. Dropping in Saturday, first weekend of Harvest Fest. Yep, Harvest and Pumpkins in the City. Honestly, one of my favorite times of the year for Silver Dollar City. In general, just so nice. I just like this time of year in general. Weather's nice. Starts to cool down a little bit. Yeah, weather's nice. Cools down. It's just a nice time. And then, of course, I love pumpkins, spice everything. So, like, give me more pumpkin spice. I will take all of it. Anything pumpkin spice is fantastic. Been good. A good shot of the front of the gazebo a little bit. Street View only goes far, so it's kind of kind of hard to get a bit of a shot of that front of the stage. I'm trying to see if it's square or if it's got like some sort of... I think it's pretty square. Might be a little bit of angle. Yeah, it does kind of angle front a little bit there. That's what I wanted to see. It does kind of like angle off a bit this way. We do have a shorter piece. Perfect. Yeah, it like angles up this way. Yeah, Pumpkins is great. Again, probably my favorite festival out of all of them at Silverdar City. What's your guys' favorite festival there? I like Pumpkins. Christmas is always pretty magical as well. A lot of people like Pumpkins. And a lot of people like Christmas. I think those are like the top two right there. And they're back to back, so... But I can't wait until I get phase 2 done and update the park file for everybody. I'm sure everyone will be excited about that. Pumpkins of Christmas, yeah, like I said, those are definitely probably the most popular ones. For sure. Yeah, for me, Pumpkins. I love Pumpkins. Absolutely love pumpkins in the city. Alright, we're gonna points up a little bit. Hey, I see someone I know. I literally just like looked up at Street View and I was like, wait, I know that guy. I know who that is. I know who that is. They got their face blurred, but I know who that is. Funny, like that's why I'm like excited for like Street View as well, because I'm like I can go recognize the employees that are walking around and that are in it. I did like the drone show. I thought they did really good with that. Definitely an upgrade to what they had been doing in the past, if you ask me. But I've never been a big fan of Summer. In general, at least working-wise. Working-wise, Summer's my least favorite. Because I don't like the heat. I hate heat. And then I'm not a fan of the 7-day operation. Like working or the park being open 7 days a week. Just mostly because I like having the set days off on my schedule instead of just random days off throughout the week. And then if you want to plan stuff with your team or coworkers, it's very difficult, obviously, because someone's at the ride working it, always working the rides, you know, you can't just... So it's just kind of not my favorite. Like, working-wise. To visit, I'm sure Summer's great. Like, absolutely. But from a working standpoint, it's my least favorite. But glad to have you all in chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Welcome, welcome. Make sure we're liking the stream and we're beating that YouTube algorithm. Like the stream, subscribe. You guys know what to do. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? If you like Silver Dollar City, Planet Coaster, you know. All the above. We're starting to get more consistent on the channel again, since I got my wisdom teeth out about a week and a half ago now. You're lucky you're not in the hot steam engine. Yeah, I don't think I would want to be there during summer. I mean, I handle heat pretty well, like, especially with what we have to wear at Silver Dollar City. Like, I handle heat pretty well. Doesn't mean I like it, but like I do decent in the heat. Just kind of used to it. I always prefer to be cold over hot, though. And you'll never be able to change my mind. I think the cold's a lot better than the heat. Alright, we almost got this stage in here. Do I have to adjust those? A little bit. Not by much, though. Probably should check, make sure the sizing of this is pretty decent with the overhead view. I'm not sure if it, can't remember if it shows up in the floor plan or not, or if trees are in the way. Trees like to get in the way quite often, so. That one's fine. So let's actually bring up the floor plan here. We can see it so it's visible. And there's a big stamp thing over the top because it's showcasing the gazebo. I think it is about right here though. Good. Basically lined up with the covered, obviously with the covered seating area there. The other side is kind of dual. It's kind of a dual stage, like you can be on one side, or you can also be performing for the people on the square as well. Kind of works for both. All right, I think the size of this is pretty solid. There are steps on the front side. Let me see if I can get a decent shot at those. One thing I'm worried about is obviously the roofing. The roofing's always the toughest part, I think, when you have to deal with like weird angles and such. Roofing can be a little bit tricky, especially if you're kind of forced to do like custom roofing and such. It's kind of a little tough. Now we could do real steps, or we can make some custom ones. I think we're gonna probably make our own steps here. What do we want to use? I don't know if it's a wooden stairway or if it's something else, but we're gonna use this. That should be Wide enough. We'll snap on. Messing up here. And I continue to mess up. This one's always also on. Center that up a little bit better. There we go. There's really only like 3 steps in row 1. It looks like we're gonna have to go a little bit more than that. Based on where we're at here, but honestly not too bad. Like we did pretty good. Pretty good. We actually kept it at about what we needed at. Cover up the sides here with some planks. To the other side. Also like platforms here that have a few things on them as well, and then there's a big old here. The other side of here that goes here that spans over to the stage as well. We might make, but I was able to work on Funland Adventure Resort a little bit yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think, yeah. I didn't have enough time to stream yesterday. I really tried to get a lot done, but I worked on it. I'm also working on a little secret project. Hey, what's up, DJ? How's it going? Welcome to the stream, man. Haven't seen you in a while. But working on that, it was looking pretty good. Excited about that. Alright, let's go. What's funny is that Dollywood is announcing something on the 17th, and I think that's a week before SDC's Fan Fest. Yeah, they're doing like a Fan Fest thing now. It's interesting. Wonder what that's gonna entail. How's the recreation going? Fantastic, actually. We got back into things. I had to I got my wisdom teeth removed about a week and a half ago. That went really well, so we're gonna have to go with the off-grid piece here. Honestly, to start this. I got my wisdom teeth out. Doing pretty good right now. In college now, wow. But yeah, had been recovering from wisdom teeth removal for a little bit. Because I had so much tooth pain. Beforehand, they were causing me so much pain. So I had to get them removed, and the reason, it's kind of part of the reason I hadn't been live or been very active lately was because of my teeth hurting so much. It made it hard to really focus on anything and really do anything, and it kind of sucked. But so few days ago I felt like I was recovered enough, and now we're back at it. So we're gonna get the basic pieces in here that I think will be fine. The hard part is gonna be like these spots, like, that are awkward. We might do a little, I'm gonna say my word, finesse it a little bit to make it a little bit easier on us, like going from here to here. Like, those are gonna be a bit trickier pieces to deal with. Yeah, my wisdom teeth started really getting bad just in this year in general. Last few months have been unbearable. I've had to leave work early before because of how bad they got. I just couldn't stand it anymore. And I really couldn't focus on anything because of how painful, how much pain I was in. Like, tooth pain is awful. Some of the worst pain ever, if you ask me. Actually, it's so bad. I hate it. And if you know, you know. It's just, it's not fun. Definitely not the funnest thing to go through, that's for sure. Alright, now we do have, like, these corner pieces, which we might try and use a bit, but they're kind of, like, I don't know, kind of hard to figure out how to use them. Especially for this situation, I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do here. To get a cavity filling without numbing? Ugh. That would not be fun. No, no, no. No thank you on that one. I think I'm just gonna cheat here. Not gonna lie, I don't want to have to try and figure this out. So we're just gonna cheat it. We're gonna cheat the system a little bit. I'm going to not do that, and I'm just gonna cover the whole thing just in a regular kind of shape here. None of you will ever know. Okay? Like, we're not gonna speak of it. It's gonna be fine. I know, how dare me sacrifice that. I'm not gonna sit here and try and figure this out for like 30 minutes, you know? Like, I'm just gonna try and get it done. There's just not really a good way of doing that, so the angles and such, like, I would literally have to make my own custom roof pieces by, like, using little tiny pieces. And I think it's just easier to just, like, modify it yourself and just, you know. I don't think it's that important to get it right for this spot, so I'm just gonna kind of redesign it, try and make it look as good as I can, and maybe no one will notice. I mean, you guys will notice because I've literally been rambling about how I'm gonna do it, so. But it's fine. Alright, I need to find the non-gridded pieces. Those. Where are those? Are they, like, just hiding somewhere else? They're up here. Okay. This wooden piece. How excited am I for the new DLC? Well, I've already had access to it, so I've already been playing it. I already have it, and I got a early access to it, so it's been really fun so far. I'm enjoying it quite a bit, actually. I'm actually working on a project for when the release does come out, so stay tuned for that. That video is going to come hopefully the day it releases, because I've already working on a project for that, and it will be pretty cool. But I'm pretty stoked about it. The getting the Intamin Blitz, and then obviously the motorbike coaster. I'm working on a motorbike coaster for it right now. It's gonna be fun. So that's what I'm working on for that. I can kind of. I'm gonna be doing a kind of like a time lapse video with them making the motorbike coaster, very inspired obviously by Hagrid's, because I mean, it's gotta be, right? Let me select that bottom piece, please. Yep. Yeah, I'm not allowed to share any footage until the release day, unfortunately, but I will say it's a pretty solid DLC, I think. And the updates. I also have the update as well, like the free update as well already. So when I like stream and stuff, or like do videos for before then, I have to like turn it's a beta code kind of that I'm using right now just to be able to access it. So I have to use that if I want to use the new features and such, and the new DLC. But I have to turn it off if I'm like doing it like this, because I can't accidentally show footage of it, so. But the non-gridded, like the grid pieces can be rotated now on any axis, which is pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited, pretty happy with that. Like, that's pretty awesome that we can do that now without modding. Don't want fighting textures. But I can confidently say that the DLC is definitely worth it, especially with the coasters that you get and all the new scenery pieces. The new scenery pieces are very useful, and I think they're pretty good. So I've been enjoying it personally. I hope everyone else does too. And I think it's pretty well worth the price tag that they're asking for. You know, I think it's gonna be $12.99. It would have been nice if it was 10, but you know, I'm glad that it's under 15. I was expecting it to be 15. I had a feeling you had early access because the video you had came out when everyone else's came out, and you didn't sound surprised in the video. I watched it beforehand. I didn't like watch it live on the video, so I just kind of broke it down in the video because I was so excited when I saw it for the first time when it got sent to me. They sent me the trailer. They sent me the trailer and the B-roll of a lot of stuff the day before, so I got to see the announcement trailer the day before, and all the stuff they showed off that day. I got to see a day early, and I was able to make the video a little bit early enough to allowed me to make the video and have it ready for as soon as it got announced. So it's nice. It's nice getting that that early access to it because it helps with that. So I don't know if I can fill this up really well. It's gonna be hard. That's the one thing is when you do have these like, might have to go angled here. I know that's not how it is in real life, but it might be the only way this actually kind of works. If we angle it, and I didn't want to. So you know, and yeah, they got me on like a list of like emails and such, so I get all the emails when they uh, give early access and stuff. They actually invited me to an event that obviously I wasn't going to be able to go to because I live in the U.S. So, but they invited me to an event and everything too, like to where I could actually play it even earlier before like I've known about the DLC now for a few weeks because they sent me a thing announcing it. They didn't show me any footage or what was in it, but they did tell me that I all I knew was the name was going to be the sorcery pack. So like I had an idea a little bit that it was going to be kind of like a magic kind of theme to that and then they sent me all the stuff a day early. Yeah, you heard about like some event. I don't exactly know what it was, but they basically were saying, "Hey, if you're gonna be here, we're gonna invite you to like this thing," you know. Basically saying if I was gonna be there, you know, at whatever it was, which obviously I wasn't because it wasn't in the U.S., so I had no way of getting out there, and I think the event was held like. I think it was held the day after I got my wisdom teeth removed too, so it wouldn't have really worked in anyways, so wasn't really something I could honestly go to no matter what. Alright, we're just kind of, I was going to say, kind of winging it here. We're just trying to fill in these holes as the best that I can. Alright, and then we're going to go on the sides here as well. I don't know what the name of the event was. I don't even remember. But I would love to be a part of stuff like that too. Like there's creators that were there. I think Silverette, Rudy, and Delay Designer all got invited. Even though Delay Designer like gave up on Planet Coaster 2, and now she's like I guess trying to get back into it. She didn't even know. Like she ignored the updates, which is quite interesting. I'm just like, so like she was really critical when it first launched, which is fair because I mean it was a very rough launch. But I'm surprised like you completely locked it out of your. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it too much, but like she like completely blocked it. Like she didn't even know what the updates were. Because she was not even, like, paying attention to any of the updates. Now she's, like, trying to get back into it because, obviously, the game's in a really much better spot now. I remember her, like, just trashing the pathing system when it first came out, like she could not figure it out for the life, because I mean it's obviously different from Planet Coaster 1, which is a good thing. And she could not figure it out and like rage quit the game because she couldn't figure out the padding system. The way she was using it was like, I don't know why she was using it the way she was, but just interesting. I just thought it was interesting. But like I thought it was interesting that she completely like just didn't even like pay attention to any of the updates that were coming out until literally like a few days ago. I find it interesting that Frontier invited her to, like, I guess they're I just thought it was interesting that she probably still got like early access to stuff but never paid attention to it, I bet. I'm sure they sent her everything early as well, but she wasn't like interested at the time. I don't know, I watched her whole video of her like reacting to the updates and everything, and I guess you know, I get it, but I put it over here. And we're literally just going to copy this over to the other side once we get it. I do some planks. What is going on? Gonna have to copy this. Technically two of them. On this side and one on the other. That's about, I think, as best as we're gonna do right there. Bro. Stop. Always prioritize the darn roof over everything. I'm trying to select something. Even if I'm not directly clicking on the roof, it's still like roof is the only thing existing. Let's see if we can get this selected without selecting a crap ton of other stuff. Do want to get the gazebo kind of right. Looking decent. Ah, I knew it wasn't gonna be perfect. I knew it was gonna try and mess with me here. Imagine that. Okay, this is easy enough to... I'm not gonna redo it, we're just gonna... Yeah, alright. Alright, we'll use the... Click on the roofs. I'm not even correctly clicking on them, but it always selects them. Every time. That'll be interesting on how we do that, but I think we're gonna just... Never... Sucks. We have to eyeball it every time. It used to be that it did, but then I think after a certain update or something, it decided it's not going to anymore. But I think you guys are going to enjoy the new update. It's going to be great. A lot of good stuff with it. Quality of life stuff updates as well. The updates to the path are nice. Get a square edge option now. Why is this not conformed? Why is it not flattened against that? Like, I don't understand how that ends up happening. Now I gotta start all over. Square one. Because it didn't want to do the right thing here. Oh no. It'd be impossible to reselect because it wants to select every time. Every time it wants to reselect. Why are their roofs selected? Get out of here, man. Nobody got time for that. I need to be... Hey. You don't have to, but I always appreciate donations. I don't get very many of them, so... That is up to you. It is your hard-earned money choose to, I appreciate. Pay higher, you can do the entrance of the cave. Hey, if you guys want to make it a competition, that is, it's up to you. J Trains does donate once in a while. Love J Trains. Just donated. Was it the last stream? It may have been the last stream. Yeah, it's not completely aligned, but okay, we'll move it around until it is. Alright, that's looking pretty solid. I'm liking that. I hate it when it's like, it's fine right here, and then when you zoom out, it changes its mind. Sometimes it's annoying. But yeah, let's, we're gonna make sure we get this going. I do want to work on some of my other projects tonight, so I don't want to stay up too late, but I did want to get some progress today, since we did not have time to stream yesterday. I was going to stream yesterday. I had to go say bye to my dad. He drove back home today, and he lives in Kansas. So I went and said goodbye to him last night. And, I was hoping to have time to stream, because I did, again... Just had kind of like a busy... I did a lot of I did some recording yesterday, but... I need to find... I feel like there's some pieces here, somewhere in here, that I can use for this. I don't know if there's somewhere else, or... Not sure. Wall decorations, maybe? No. Maybe, maybe not. Oh yes, wall decorations might be. Very simple. Surely they have something close to it. I just can't find it. I feel like tonight is mainly going to be focused on the gazebo. For now, and then maybe we can start getting into some of the other buildings soon, like Hannah's Ice Cream Parlor, the General Store, Wagon Works, burger restaurant. Pretty solid burgers from there too, I must say. This is kind of the closest I've seen so far. Kind of like a weird corner piece too. Do that and probably change the size of it. It could work if we get the colors right. Anything new at SDC? They just announced like a partnership with like O'Reilly's. They got like new buses and such that are supposed to look more themed and such. This is marble though, like it's not really the right texture, so it's kind of awkward. Mythology. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. How's the hotel coming along? I mean, a while back they went vertical, so the structure is starting to come up. I go by there every once in a while. I always try to glance over to see where they're at on construction on it. So, but it has started to go up, which is pretty cool to see. Disappointed it wasn't a Giga announcement. I love that everyone gets disappointed over an announcement that they literally are just like, hey, we're making an announcement tomorrow. Like, you really think they would announce, like, the announcement for the announcement would be, like, the day before? No, there'd be a whole marketing campaign for rides. Rides get, like, a whole marketing campaign. Like, they're gonna tease it over time. I always think it's funny when there's literally people like, I bet they're gonna announce a new ride, and I'm like, bro, it's gonna be something really small, and like, you should know better. It's gonna be something small. People always get really high expectations sometimes. I get it, there's excitement, especially with a lot of construction going on right now. I like to speculate, and it's exciting. But no, our next big attraction won't be until 2027. So we won't get any big announcement until next year. They've our general manager Brad Thomas already shot that down. He was just like, if you guys are wondering what's going over there, he's like, we're not announcing anything this year. So that definitely tells me it's 2027. I mean, and it's Dollywood's year. We always alternate with Dollywood. Like, if they have a big new ride or attraction, that we don't really get anything. You know, it's kind of like take turns. Kind of how it be. That's how it goes. Yeah, I have been seeing that. Rip Ride Rocket's getting... They wasted no time. Like, the very next day, they started demolishing it right away. They're on a time crunch for something. Like, they're wanting to get going in that area soon, it seems like, if you ask me. I don't think we have a fence here. Maybe in Planet Coaster 1 we did, but I'm not seeing one in Planet Coaster 2 here, unless I'm just blind. I feel like it would be in the Western theme if... Okay, we can use it. It's called railing, not fence. This is what I was looking for. Have to resize it, and it'll be good. Recolor. Which one's my favorite in the update for scenery pieces? Oh man, I don't know if I've really come up with a favorite yet. I've been playing around with them already since I have access to the DLC now already, but what is kind of cool is, like, I like what they did with the new animatronics, like the wizard animatronics. It's kind of cool, like, you only have a few of them, and then you select the animation you want them to do. Instead of having like a billion different animatronics, with different animations, you just select the animation you want that animatronic to do. Kind of saves some space on there a little bit. It's quite nice. Not saying that's my favorite or anything. I'm just it's just kind of nice that they limit the piece counts a little bit when you can just literally choose the animation and you just have the different kinds of animatronics, like different characters and such. Oh, who got so much so fast? Yeah, SDC's about to get a lot here soon, too. We're in our 10-year plan right now. We're getting a lot. Permit for demolition ends the beginning of October, I believe, for Pride. Yeah, so they gotta get it going fast. All the scenery pieces have already been... Oh, wait, I already read that. I just am reading the chat in a really bad order. I always seem to do that. Dumb. Can you not do that, please? Next update is 100% a snow winter DLC for holidays with the new biome and probably a mock striker. I definitely think the mock striker will come in some shape or form, but for sure. Let's see, this update's in September, October, November. Yeah, the next update would be around December, so because it's every 3 months. So I definitely could see like a holiday update, like a festive, like we had in Planet Coaster 1, something along those lines. Some sort of winter update or something. DLC or something, like... I'm just happy we're gonna start getting DLC now. I've been patiently waiting for new DLC. Alright, now we do have a few steps here. Do that are off to the side. There's one off to the side right there. Side over there. Even if an RMC Raptor never comes to the game, at least there's a mod that allows us to do an RMC Raptor, which I have. It's pretty neat. Alright, let's get some a little bit of path over here. Roughly where this is going to be. All the way down there. Go back to the stamp builder. Should perfect. Just kind of fill that in just a bit so I can kind of see where the bottom is going to be at. No, there is... actually, I'm talking about something different. I also have the Intamin Hot Racer. They're both in the game. Actually, you don't know what I'm talking about. There are two. I wasn't talking about the Intamin Hot Racer. I do have that one as well. This is the Intamin Hot Racer. But there is a mod that has an RMC Raptor, and it uses the Basilisk, this. So, basically... we have RMC Raptor track integrated in with the mod with the with this guy. So I'm talking about a different mod. I'm talking about this guy. And we got that, just like so. Now, there is a custom train you can use. I actually like to use the Intamin Hot Racer, though, on this one. Like this. And then, actually, if we go in, you can actually change the station as well. Actually, just gotta find it. There's multiple. A lot of stations in here. Just gotta find the one. Oh, there's an invisible one, too. Yeah, it's been in the Coaster Sim Society. It came out before the Intamin Hot Racer one did. Oh, there it is. I found it. There, and see you can do RMC Raptor. Like, I like to use the Hot Racer trains on this. If I was doing it, doesn't fit completely perfect, but like you can do that. Or there is, if we go to blueprints here, there is a Raptor train as well. Or you can use this one. The only issue with this one is, like, the guests double up in the seats, so you get 2 guests in the seat at the same time. It's kind of weird. So, that's kind of why I don't really care for using this one as much, and I'm just like, the Intamin Hot Racer trains look close enough, and they're already single rail, so that's what I would use. But yeah, we have an RMC Raptor track mod in the game as well. It just uses the T-Rex track, but you just modify it. There's different track types in it. You have to do custom supports on that, but yes, that's the one I was talking about. I know what I was talking about. I wasn't getting it mixed up. But no, and then the Intamin Hot Racer is an actual CTR that was added to the game. Like, this is fully its own ride, which is really cool. I'm excited to see more of these. I hope we get to see more of them, like people actually adding coaster types into the game like that. Pretty amazing what the mod community is able to do and continue to do. So, these guys are impressive of what they do. Uh-oh, I accidentally... No! I accidentally put my... Crap. There we go. Have you ever, like, put... Like, you're moving a window around on your screen and it goes off the screen and you accidentally let go and then you can't grab a hold of it again? I just did that. But yeah, kudos to the mod community that work on these mods for like Planet Coaster and such. They do such a good job, and I hope they keep the mods coming, because they are very, very useful. Very useful indeed. Make this part of the scenery group. We have to make some planters off. Basically today we're gonna get this the gazebo kind of set in stone here, and then we're gonna get that. We're gonna also do the planter that goes around here and also around here. I think that's what we're gonna focus on today, are those. That way this area kind of has a more completed state to it. Be awesome. Epic sauce. You gotta add the tilt track piece to the modern Vekoma model. Yeah, there's a mod for that. I have that mod, and I mean, it works really well. I would love for Frontier just to add like the actual track piece to that. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard me talk about the new DLC with Intamin Blitz, the new Intamin Blitz, and the motorbike coaster. I've stated it in the Discord, but like there are 17 different kinds of switch tracks. There's so many switch track options in there. It is insane. Like you also have the option like in the multiverse coaster where you can go backwards and then come straight back out again. Like those options are in there again as well. And then you have the bank tracks, like the different bank track coming from the left, the right, and there's a lot of different options for the switch tracks. There's just so many different options. They really gave us all of those options for that. So thank you, Frontier. I would love for them to add them to more coaster types. But I know our modders will probably be on it pretty quickly. Honestly, like, really you just have to go do the configuration settings in the mod, and you can actually get those pieces added probably pretty easily. All you really need to do is change the configuration. I'm not really good at it, changing configurations on the mods. I actually had to go and copy someone else's because I just couldn't figure it out on my own. But should allow to get those pieces in there a little bit easier, though. Should allow those pieces to be in there. We have to put a smallest pieces. Surprised they didn't give us a shorter piece for this. Like, there's that one, and then this is the shortest one. So we kind of have to scale it up and then maybe double it up. I mean, it is what it is, but it works. The other stairway is a little bit different. But we're gonna cheat a little bit and still kind of copy here. Still gonna copy and paste it a little bit. At 100. 100. actually open right there. Top of the steps are actually like a brown plank, so colors of those, the darker one. That works. There's a sign that says authorized personnel only. Might be too lazy to put that in, I don't know yet. Haven't decided. Alright. There's no like fence or anything on that side. There is fencing. We'll put right here actually. We're gonna use basically the same texture right here. Then it goes to like a different kind of fence. So right here, basically this fence. Basically this fencing. I think the gazebo stage has turned out pretty nice. Happy with it myself, anyways. I need to go and see if they did the same thing. Fencing over here. It looks like it. We're just gonna kind of replicate the same thing over here. And this piece. Nice. And that's pretty much our gazebo, except for like the stuff we need to put on the stage, but I got like some plants and stuff on the front. You have some like American flags. Not sure if we can really replicate those properly. Not sure if we're gonna be able to do that. But at least we got the main part of the gazebo done, so that's awesome. I think we're going to focus on some of these planters that go around here. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Let's basically start on the other side of steps here. Go here and do a bend around. And I noticed that there is actually a mini piece here. I noticed while doing this, doing something else, so I can actually make better bends here. I wish I would have done that prior. but I never did. That's alright. Better late than never. And then we're going to conform the path around here afterwards, so... And that cart is basically adjacent to this path here. That's what we're going to use. So we're going to go, goes kind of slightly back here, I think, and then it makes, basically making a little bit more for the cart. And this planter is going to go up and around here and join at the front of the stage. Grab these small pieces again, because it does have nice rounding to it up here. Again, guys, if you haven't done it already, make sure we like the stream. Try and fight that YouTube algorithm and take us to the top. Get more people in here, get more viewers. We must fight the algorithm. Get it to work in our favor. I hope you all are having a fantastic night so far as well. Gosh dang it. Wish you could turn these little new off, or that movement off. So obnoxious. But once we get these planters in, we'll probably call it a stream. Call it for the night, but I mean, it's gonna take a minute, so, like... Have I thought about doing another Challenge Park series with the update? I've gotten this question a few times, because with the challenge modes coming back into the game, everyone wants to see a Challenge Park. Now, I want to do another one, kind of like Wind Valley Park, because obviously that was my most... viewed series, my biggest series of all time. And so I mean the answer is yes, but not right away. I have two big projects I'm working on right now, Silver Dollar City and Windland Adventure Resorts. I feel like I need to finish at least one of those before I start another big project up. I don't want to overwhelm and overcrowd my projects. But that will be coming in the future, yes. But I need to stay consistent and finish what I have. Or what I've been working on. Because I feel like if I have too many projects going on at once, one of them will get forgotten or abandoned, you know what I mean? So, like, that's why I'm trying to stay consistent in what I'm doing now. That way we can, you know, get everything going again. Alright, that rounded out pretty good. I think this is going to look nice. We're just going to have to adjust our terrain. Or our, not terrain, but pathing. Because we obviously don't want people walking around in here. We could use, like, barriers, but I think it's just easier to go ahead and get rid of the paths that we don't need. So basically, we're going to cut out the paths we don't need. So we're going to go paths, and we're going to use the delete stamp tool. Basically. And we don't have to be completely precise, we just got to be close, because then we can just use the edit tool to fix everything else. So, like, if I go over or something like that, that's alright. We'll just, the rest of the time, we'll just use the edit tool, path edit tool, to fix the rest. I hate everything. Why does that do that every time? That's so obnoxious. Basically, we're going to do this. I wish the stamp tool was a little bit smaller. I wish I could do a smaller one, but this is what they get me to work with. So we're gonna have to overdo it a little bit, but we'll use we're just gonna use the edit tool for the rest, so. Get it shaped up in no time. We're gonna run over here to the edit tool, and we're just gonna take these points, put them exactly where we need them. That up, don't I? Sometimes it likes to snap a little bit too much. There we go. Don't want to snap it. You just want to be gentle here. It's okay if it's a little bit close, but like if it goes in a little bit, that's fine. No big deal if it does. I'm gonna do 1 point at a time here. Yeah, I got like path all underneath here, don't I? Make sure I delete that so people don't walk through the gazebo. We don't want people walking through the gazebo. I want to delete all of that. I just want to delete this little spot right here. There we go. Alright, sweet. Now we do have to get this kind of fixed up. And that little bit's not too bad, so not gonna make a big difference. We don't have a point at the top here, which makes this a little bit harder to do. We need a point like right there. It's not like points to do what we need it to. But it's not too big a deal if there's like a little bit there. Alright, go. Sure, we're gonna do brush. Just make all of this the dark there. Great, there we go. Now we got that formed the way we need it. Time to start filling in here. There's one big, after we get this planter in, set in stone, we'll have to do the one on the other side as well. Anyways, here we go. Alright, see you, EJ, good to see you in here again. Hope to see you soon sometime. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you being here. This corner. It's poking through a little bit. No, I think that's fine. Okay. Ah, no, the square's coming along nicely here. Before you know it, we'll have it almost pretty much done. Like just before you know it, man. We're gonna have to small pieces here. Try and see as much as I can filled in here. As much as we can. Actually quite a bit, so. Tip if you want to fill in these spots. Just rotate it over. You can scale it too if you need to make it even smaller. And then just fill it in like this. It doesn't spaz up because move that I've never used before, and they're completely unhelpful. Not helpful at all. And we're gonna have to get like all our trees and such in here. Bushes, trees, all that fun stuff. See if we can get this curve in here without anything fancy. Again, pretty gradual curves. Be able to have a little wiggle room in there. Wish these didn't have fighting textures when they overlapped. Just one of those pieces that you're going to be overlapping a lot. Tomorrow's first day of Pumpkin Nights. Yeah, we were talking about earlier. Definitely, we're going to be open late for the rest of the season, actually, because right after Pumpkins we have Christmas, so SDC is open late for the rest of the season starting tomorrow. So keep that in mind. Rest of the year, we're going to be open. Park, every time the park closes, the sun will be down. Pumpkins is one of my favorites. Should always be open late. No. Absolutely not. That would be torture, especially on the slower days of the season. You gotta keep in mind, us employees don't... Like, we are there the entire day. There's no splits. The only time we the only day that we do sometimes get split. Not even every time. Like, we try to, and that's the midnight day. Any of the midnight day that we have. Those are the only splits we get. Only split shift that we get. So, like, I like having hours, but, like, please no. Not always. Parks shouldn't be open late all the time. Like, please no. Just don't torture us like that. No, we're always open to close. Even like during Pumpkins, like open to close. There's no splits, there's no Midnight Day was fire. I hate the Midnight Day. Completely unnecessary, if you ask me. Like 10 o'clock is long enough. If we're gonna be open till midnight, there's no reason we should be opening at 9:30 in the morning. Like, why be open that long? It's overkill. It's a lot on the rides. People wonder why the rides have a lot of downtime during this time of the year, and it's like, well, they don't get any time to do maintenance on them, so... That's the crappy part. Maintenance doesn't get a whole lot of time to work on the rides during 7-day operation, and then we're in the summer, and then we're open late, and it's like... Does kind of suck for them a little bit. J-Trains! How's it going? Hey, we got Jake in here too. We're having a party. Welcome to the stream, guys. Hey, J-Trains is here. What to go? Yeah, you guys came in at the same time. Guys that are just joining, we just been working on the gazebo stage and a lot of the planters around it, and kind of just starting to put everything together on this side, so. Using Google Street View, which is nice. Having Google Street View is literally a game changer. It has changed the game. The name of the game. Oh, are you gonna be there tomorrow? Sweet. I might see you around, maybe. First track work tomorrow. Got to grease the brakes yesterday. I was on park today. I was cleaning at Powder Keg. There's a rock here. I'm actually not at a ride tomorrow. I'm labor pool, so I just turned that off. So I'm actually going to be, as far as I know, if I'm not needed anywhere tomorrow, the only time I'd be working at a ride is if we had, like, a lot of call-ins and, like, if something happened and they need me. So that's what I'd be doing tomorrow, so I don't exactly know if I'm going to be working at a ride tomorrow. I'm kind of tomorrow's a mystery day for me. I don't know where I'm going to be. But if I'm not needed, I'm going to be doing something else. And I'll be walking around park and doing stuff around some of the rides, so basically bringing a paper around the rides and stuff. Just, it's a whole thing, kind of, so that I'm kind of in charge of. I'm going to be going around and getting people to sign up for something, basically. Seeing if anyone wants to sign up for something. Basically, it's called Operation Christmas Child. Every year we do with the employees. Basically, we have these, like, shoe boxes, and we get to fill them up with, like, different goodies and such like that. And then those get sent out to kids that don't have, you know, it gives them a nice Christmas, and they get some goodies from and such to children in need. So it's a good cause. So I get to try and get people to sign up for that tomorrow. I think that's what we're doing. The thing I'm gonna do tomorrow. So it's called Operation Christmas Child, and then, like, all the divisions. So they'll probably come to you too, Jake, and sign up for a box if you want to. You're not forced to, you don't have to, but it's just something that we do. And they put me in, I'm one of the ones in charge of the attractions division, so I'm going to be going around, and if I'm not needed anywhere tomorrow, I'm going to be going around and getting those sign-up sheets for all the rides ready. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, but we'll see. Around here on Street View and see what else I can see. I still can't believe I didn't know that you could change the color of this plant, this particular plant. I was like, I had no idea. beforehand. My world changed when I figured that out. It's like see what is on over here. Got kind of like a little pot stuff. There's also some rocks in there. A mix. When it comes to like planters and such, and plants, kind of just do my thing. I do what is gonna make it look pretty good. Kind of what I'm looking for here. Basically just sometimes I'm just like, that bush would look good in there. That's what we're gonna do. That's what I do sometimes. There's quite a bit of red flowers and plants around in here. Wonder if do we have, I don't know if it's a pot or kind of something that we can use with flowers in it. I don't know if I have anything like a bin. Not like those are all trash bins. Yeah. This actually could work. Have to change the color though. I don't know if it's good enough. Alright, going to bed. Gotcha. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good day tomorrow. Learn a lot. Planters. We're gonna utilize this over here too. Nice. There's a bench right here, so we're gonna put a bench right there. I think there's a bench right here too. We're gonna try and put our benches in here. I'm gonna use my custom bench. Probably replace the other ones with these ones. They look. This one looks a little closer. Not perfect, but it does look a little bit closer to what we had. Alright, I think for this roof, I think I have decided that I'm just going to do a regular roof on it. And just spare the headache, since it's not like an important building that really matters that much, so we're just going to do a basic roof on it. And just call it a day. Like, I'm not going to spend a ton of time trying to get that roof 100% perfect. I'll take the slight inaccuracy, I don't care. It's fine with me. I'm not gonna... It's gonna be fine. Get some rocks. There's like a box in here. And also a bush. Sweetness. We got this here that we're gonna start. Which will wrap around that way and connect, or kind of go around right there. So we're gonna do that. Start it right around right here. At the floor plan, looks like we're gonna go to about right here and then start to come up. Shadowy kind of figure, but I can't tell that much, so. Pretty good turn, yeah. Gonna go down over here. And over Velocicoaster. I can't say too much because I haven't been on Pantheon. I've been on Velocicoaster, but I don't see that. Don't think I can agree with that. even if I did ride Pantheon, I feel like I would stop. Love it. Just the theming alone, I think, makes Velocicoaster a better ride. So like layout wise, which you stated, like layout wise, you're not talking about theming. Which I mean, I think theming adds so much to it, so it's like. But layout wise, I'd probably still go with Velocicoaster. Personally. That's me. I mean, Pantheon looks like a great ride. It does. But I still would side with Velocicoaster, I think. When it comes to layout. Yeah, I think for tonight, after we get this planter in, I think we're gonna call it there. Might actually go back and like utilize these smaller pieces. Is it a good ride if the theming is not good? I think you can have a good ride that doesn't have good minimal theming, but I think Pantheon was a little disappointing because they virtually did no theming on it. I think so. I think that's why a lot of people were pretty disappointed with it. Which I mean is understandable. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, that's a pretty nice shaped planter there. Pretty happy with how that shape turned out. Alright, now we gotta cut out paths here. Nice precision. Right, I guess we can just cut all that out since there's no path on the other side. That little piece there kind of. Really, it doesn't matter on this side because we haven't placed the path down yet. So, virtually just get rid of all that up to here. Go to our path editor and well, edit it. Fix all the spots we need to. This one have much to fix. Few spots here and there. A little bullet booty though. That corner there, there we go. Up. Sweet. Alright, we don't have to worry about this spot too much, because we don't have a lot of path actually built here yet. Alright. And let's get our planter. Yeah, as far as I can, but it looks like we're gonna have to here. But are you guys all excited to get the Intamin Blitz in game with the sorcery pack? That I'm pretty happy with having the motorbike coaster in the game too. It's really fun to build with. For someone that's already been able to get a little, a little bit of a mess around with it already, you know. Since I have that, Frontier was gracious enough to give me early access to the DLC and update. It's been really awesome. Very, very good update. And I'm excited to get more DLC like every few months. I'd imagine we'll get on the schedule of every 3 months. Get the updates with the DLC. Which is exciting. How hard is it to make sure you're not using the early access one? I mean, I just... so there's a little beta when you go to the games. There's a beta tab. Basically, I have a code that I had to put in, and it gives me access to it, so I just have to go to that beta code, or that beta tab every time, and either turn it on or off. So... because it's technically an early build of it, so there still could be like a few extra bugs in there that won't be there at launch, so... But I've already got a video that I'm making for the release day, so like I'll have a video of... I'm making a motorbike coaster right now. I wish I could share it with you, but I'm not allowed to share any footage of any of the content yet. It's gonna be fun though. It's turned out pretty good. I've been working on it a little bit the last few days. I actually want to work on it a little bit tonight if I have time. Actually, ended up building it faster than I thought I would, which is sweet. The transition to the swing launch track rough, and not... If you build it right, no, you can make it pretty smooth. You just gotta go in with the right angle and use the smooth tool a little bit. I think you can smooth it out pretty good. Can you make the small airtime hill during the launch? Yeah, you can do that. Like, if you're using, like, the dual directional launch, yeah, you can make an airtime hill. Now, when you use the transition into the swing launch track, like if you're doing the bank tract, um, it was fairly easy to get smooth. It just took a second. Like, I just had to use the smooth tool a few times, and it smooths it out pretty well. So, because if you don't smooth it that much, it is a little bit of a, you can feel that rough spot right there. But if you get the track kind of properly, I think the best suggestion I would is sometimes building backwards is kind of a good idea. Like, build your bank from the transfer or the switch track, not transfer. Build an extra piece right there before you connect it instead of like automatically connecting into it, and then smooth it out. Like, that might actually be a best way to do it. Do I think the Intamin Blitz will be the most popular coaster model once the DLC releases? I think it will definitely be one of. I don't know if it'll be the most, but like, it definitely will be one of the um, most popular for sure. Like 100%. It's definitely going to be one of the top 3. I don't know if there's any way to get that data, but of which ones used the most. So no, I imagine it will be very popular because you're going to be able to do so much with it. That's the fun part. And the motorbike one's another big one too. I think it will also be really popular because it has a lot of options as well. Actually, even more than the Blitz, so. Because it actually has drop tracks as well. What's the most popular in the game right now? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if there's like... I don't know if we can pull that data from anything. I don't know if that's something that's we could figure out. I don't even know if that information is available from Frontier. I don't know if they are able to look at that either. Maybe they can? I don't know. I can't say I know for sure. Good variety of bushes in here. I tried to put like the same number of trees and everything also as well. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Yeah. I think there'll be any other new model that will be put into DLCs will be as popular as Blood's Intamin Motorbike, because there's so much you can do with both models. I mean, yeah, there's other models out there. Like, if they do an RMC Raptor model, I'm sure that will be definitely a DLC. 100%. We'll definitely get some more ride packs and such like that. Those will all come. Do I have a popcorn stand? I don't know if I do. I don't think I do. Might check it out. Get it. You know, the one from S. Dan Wolf. I know it's like one of the top most subscribed things out there. There it is, the popcorn cart. I wonder how big this is. Oh, not too bad. There's actually a popcorn cart in here. A little popcorn cart right here. I might modify it to make it look a little bit closer to the real one, because it's more like a stage, it's like a stagecoach kind of look to it. A little bit more of a stagecoach look. Yeah, the sound on the launch is really, really good. They did really good with the sound design on it. For sure. For sure. Yeah, I would probably remove that and then just kind of slightly modify this a little bit. We use kind of like the basis of what S. Dan did here, but just kind of change it up a little bit. So it looks a little bit more like the one that I would do here. But I do like what he did with this, but we just need to change it up a little bit so it looks a little bit closer to neat here. I don't know why he put like so delightful on there. Not entirely sure, but I mainly like the popcorn effect in there and such. And I might add the little window over here at some point. We'll see. RMC Raptor, Next Gen Tilt, Bobsled Launch Wing Coaster, and the Hot Racer are the only coaster models left we need. Oh no, there's more. There's more. And if you have mods, We already have the Intamin Hot Racer. I got it right here. If you have mods, you can have it right now. This is actually the first CTR in the game that we've ever gotten from mods. We got the Intamin Hot Racer. Now, I think there's always more. Like, we still need the Aero Suspended Coaster from Planet Coaster 1. That needs to return. I'm surprised that hasn't returned yet. Yeah, this is our first CTR from modding. Very, very cool. Someone put that together. We also have a mod for an RMC as well that we can do. Got this little RMC Raptor as well. A lot of people don't like downloading mods. I usually don't do mods very often, but Planet Coaster is one of the games I do. It just depends on the mod. If it's a mod that literally adds stuff that I want so badly in the game, yeah, might as well. Why not? Yeah, boom, we got RMC Raptor. But if it's in the base game, obviously we want it in the base game. You're gonna want it in the base game because it makes life a lot easier because then you don't need the mod for it. Just like the swing launch mod, I already uninstalled it. I already got rid of it because I won't really need it anymore. Because, well, swing launches are in the game, and then all I need is the No Limits mod that allows me to use the new switch tracks on any other. But these mods are available to us for us PC players, if we so desire. I think they're very useful. So let's take a look what we're looking at on first-person view. I think it's important that it looks good from the first-person point of view. The gazebo. Yeah, I haven't put a path over there yet. RMC Raptor mod trains are weird too. For sure, I like to use I actually prefer to kind of use the Hot Racer trains on that mod if I want to. I think it looks a little bit better just to use the Intamin Hot Racer ones. I mean, yeah, it's the Hot Racer instead, but that's what I personally would do. Alright, so this is looking pretty good. Yeah. Really starting to piece some stuff together here. Square is coming together. We already got a lot of people in here buying stuff. I haven't even gotten into the park yet. Floor plane got in the way. Let's push that down so it's not in the way anymore. Just to get a feel for this. Let's go this way. Tickets in there. Yeah, absolutely great. Incredible. Very excited to get past beyond the square. That'll be great. Yeah, some incredible stuff going on here. Hospitality house in here, which is very like temporary kind of stuff going on in here. Like I didn't go too detailed on the interior because I'm not gonna be doing like crazy interiors in this. I think this all turned out really good though. Happy with that. Down to the cave. A train sign, of course. Don't forget about a sign. And then it's dark in here, but there's the cave. At least the start of it, anyways. Do need to get the back of these buildings built. I'll probably be focusing on that here pretty soon. But we shall see. We'll see where we're at. Kind of just going with the flow and getting the main square on. Going, up and going here. We'll get this backstage area complete, and of course, obviously, we need to do like Hannah's, all the main square shops up here, blacksmith, funnel cake stand, and then we got to do all the cabins and such. I'm not gonna hopefully spend too much time on those. I'll probably just try and get as breeze on through those, so as quickly as I can. But we have started developing stuff, pushing forward this way. Getting it all developed into here, so it's really coming along. I'm really happy. So happy. Some nice live entertainment on the gazebo stage. But go ahead and get a manual save going here. I haven't manual saved just yet. But alright, guys. I think I'm gonna leave it here for now. Yeah. Appreciate you guys joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. Make sure you like the stream if you haven't already, so we can again fight the YouTube algorithm. So, and we'll be back very, very soon. So, gotta work tomorrow for first day of pumpkins. Very excited about that. So, that'll be fun. And I will see you guys next time, guys. Thanks for being here. See you guys later. Thanks. Have a great day, guys, and even cooler tomorrow, and I shall see you next time. Thanks, and goodbye.